Hi, I'm Robert Oakes, author of the new book Ghosts of the Berkshires, due out on September 21st and now available for pre-order on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. For the last decade, I have led ghost tours at the Mount in Lenox, Massachusetts, and in that time, I have become well acquainted with its ghosts. Writing this book introduced me to the resident spirits of a number of other Berkshire houses, including those believed to haunt Ventfort Hall, an impressive brick brownstone mansion situated just up the road from the Mount. Ventfort Hall was built in 1893 by George Morgan and his wife Sarah, sister of well-known financier J.P. Morgan. After their deaths, the house passed through a number of owners and occupants until it became Ventfort Hall Mansion and Gilded Age Museum, now open to the public for tours and events. One event that has become quite popular in recent years is the ghost hunt led by paranormal investigator David Raby. While researching for the book, I decided to join one of those investigations to see whether I might meet the ghosts of Ventfort myself. And there in the house that night, I did indeed feel the presence of something unseen. This is a room that is well known for its paranormal activity, and it was in this room where I had my own experience here at Ventfort Hall. I was here during one of David Raby's paranormal investigations. We were all in this room using a spirit box, a device that is believed to pick up the voices of spirits that you can hear come through the radio static. I was sitting over in the corner of the room here, alone, or at least I thought I was, because I suddenly had this feeling that something else was sitting there with me, something I couldn't see. And it wasn't just the sensation that there was another presence there, but I was also feeling this powerful emotion come over me, an emotion that wasn't mine. It was as if I was picking up on the emotion of the spirit, and it was an emotion of intense sadness. It was on that same night when I attended one of David Raby's investigations here at the house. It was the end of the night. We were all here in the dining room, sitting in near total darkness. Just these wall sconces on either side of me were lit very, very slightly. And then we watched as they gradually began to go out one by one, getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, and then finally going out completely, though no one was touching the lights at the time.
Can you turn it off, please? Oh, there, wow. Wow. I was expecting the right one to go. Thank you. Can you do the right one too? That is so cool.
There goes.
Thank you.
Recently, I met up with David as he was arriving for an evening's investigation, and I asked him to tell me more about his work.
Hi, I'm David Raby. I'm an author and paranormal investigator. What I do is I go into these buildings and I host a paranormal investigation where I give the group a history of the location. I give them, basics on how to ghost hunt, and then we go lights out and we investigate, and it's an amazing evening, and 100% of the proceeds go towards helping beautiful locations such as this. In April of 2019, we had an amazing spirit box session. A woman came through, her voice came through, and she was very strong, and she said thank you. And what amused me was there was a woman right behind me, and she was startled, and she almost fell down the stairs because she didn't expect it at that time. And this is the spirit box that we were talking about. What we have here is a transistor radio, which is programmed to flip the frequencies pretty quickly. I'll just turn it. So ideally, this is what you would hear, just a lot of clicking. That's the frequencies changing really rapidly. My setup, I actually have a reduction pedal here, and if I turn it on, you won't hear that clicking at all, but strong voices will come through this. And this is actually Faraday cage as well, and this blocks any of radio transmissions, broadcast signals coming through. So when this device is shut, ideally the only responses you get back are typically from the spirits. What I love about Ventfort Hall is just how active it is. We always leave with some sort of activity. People usually leave with personal experiences, which is exciting to me because a lot of people come in here, some people walk in as skeptics, and they leave as believers.
Here in the Great Hall at Ventfort, it's easy to see why people experience ghosts with its dark wood and its meandering passageways and its great fireplace here. It's the perfect location to sit and tell a ghost story and then to perhaps encounter one. It's one thing to report on the paranormal experiences of others, but when you encounter something strange, it immerses you much more profoundly. It's hard to say what it was that I witnessed that night, but it seems I did experience that same unseen presence that so many have felt at Ventfort Hall.